Well, hello, LinkedIn, X, Facebook, Twitch, and of course, YouTube. My name is Frank Lavinia, and I am doing a quick live stream this morning because I realized that I had not live streamed at all in February thus far. So, a couple of things. Speaking of YouTube, oh, do you have something to say, sir? So, you'll see I have my canine office mates today. And here's one here that is talking. There we go. You want to talk? You want to talk? All right, now you're camera shy. Okay. So, speaking of YouTube, I have been on YouTube now as of January, 12 years. And I got the notification. And I also have had a number of successes on YouTube of late. So I want to say thank you all, everyone, for getting to the milestone of having 1,500 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you very much. Um, just want to send out that gratitude. While I'm on a note of gratitude, we have a very special podcast episode of Data Driven coming up, being launched later this evening. It is with Lillian Pearson, a professional engineer who has been an inspiration for me for the last decade to get me into data science, which what AI was called a mere 10 years ago. Back when it wasn't really fashionable or cool. And we're really at that point now today where I think that folks are trying to figure that out. Where do we go from here? Because 2025 is only a month old and a couple of days, and it's been disruptive. It's been disruptive. DeepSeek has really kind of shown what's possible. Now, obviously, the first hype wave was, hey, look, they did this for $6 million. But there's an asterisk next to that $6 million. But I think it's really making people question the unquestioned amount of money that does go into artificial intelligence, hardware, and investment. I think it's going to shake out. AI is obviously here to stay. And I remember the dot-com boom when the world went crazy for the web and maybe a little too crazy. Super Bowl ads for, pets.com, the sock puppet, and things like that, where millions of dollars upon millions of dollars was funneled into this, but there was really no plan to monetize that. And I think that the ones who did figure that out either right away or over time are the ones who really won the dot-com wave. Same thing with social media. Social media had its kind of launch in the early 2000s, and same thing with cloud, and mobile. But I think you're also going to see the same thing with AI, right? History doesn't repeat itself outright; it definitely rhymes. So with that in mind, I wanted to show you something really quick, and I want to get your thoughts on this because I published a lot of these as shorts. And I used AI. I used an AI tool, and hit me up in the comments if you want me to talk about how I make these videos. But let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let me share the window. There we go. I will share that. And I see a chat here. Hey, thank you, sir. Thank you, Modon. Thanks for taking the time and commenting here. So one of the things that I've been experimenting with after many months, even a year or two, of just being very skeptical of the short video format, the 15, 20-second format, I was very resistant to do this. So actually, if you look here, my oldest ones, I didn't make these intentionally as shorts, but YouTube put them there. So after seeing the fear and loathing and all the consternation about TikTok being unavailable in the US, I know that's kind of been worked out. It's been one heck of a 2025 in tech, hasn't it? It's only February. It's the first week in February. So I started experimenting with this, right? So I used Pika to create this, and I had an enormous amount of views for my channel. And I was like, oh, maybe there's something to this shorts thing. So we'll go here. So I made fun of like the recent Jaguar commercial, right? So that was kind of fun. But I was like, I really want to stay on brand. I want to stay on topic here as much as I can. So I did that. So this is an example of, SpongeBob explaining rag. All right, so we can listen through that, but I just had fun making these, and I would write these, and I have an AI that sounds like SpongeBob. So actually, it's text to speech, and it produces a video like SpongeBob, and it's been amazingly popular, and it's fun to create. So I mean, that's the whole point of this, right? So first off, if you're on YouTube, if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to click that subscribe and like button, um, and I there's a couple of celebrity voices that I've been able to get my hands on. One of these is Gordon Ramsay. So, just kind of a little bit of fun, having fun with the AI news and things like that. And it's really fun to create. And also, um, this was really cool. My podcast, Data Driven TV or Data Driven podcast on all of your, wherever you get your podcasts, has been nominated in the top 100 of AI podcasts. So that's also another point of gratitude. There's a guy I used to work with, and on Facebook, he would do like 1,000 days of gratitude. And I'm not gonna lie, for the first couple weeks, it was kind of annoying because he's like, "I'm grateful that I got a flat tire today," like stuff like that. But like, I get it now. Like, he's a much happier person and things like that. So, why not be a little more gratitude in a world that is kind of chaotic? So very grateful that Data Driven has been placed at number 38 in the top 100 AI podcasts. And, the competition there is, Lex Friedman, big money podcasts, things like that. So I'm very happy to be in the top 40, not just the top 100, but the top 40. That was really good news. I got about a week ago. And then I found out that Impact Quantum is either 19 or 20th in the top quantum computing podcasts. Speaking of quantum computing, we will be relaunching the Impact Quantum podcast very soon. Some interesting developments are happening there. Been talking to some interesting startup founders in that space who are doing some very innovative things. So stay tuned for how that goes. And um, let me know how that works out. Um, I'll let you know how that works out. Wait, clearly it's time for me to reload on my coffee before my next meeting. But I just wanted to kind of share that and kind of just share my enthusiasm for YouTube because I've been on YouTube for, like I said, 12 years, but it never really, honestly, it never really clicked for me, right? Like, I had visions of being, this big full-time YouTuber like 10, 15 years, actually closer to 12 years ago. Never really panned out. If you look at my early stuff, it was, I had was struggling finding my voice basically. And I think over the years, thanks to live streaming and stuff like that, I think I have. I dare say I have. Let me know in the comments if you have what you think. Please don't go back. Look at the old archive. There's one I did. There's one video I did. I think it was like Frank's World TV episode 2 or 2.5 or something like that. So I had this initial vision based on basically a YouTube channel called Film Riot. And the thinking was, doing these big elaborate shows, pre-recorded, news stories, script, all that sort of thing. Um, and as you can tell, I'm pretty much an ad hoc kind of guy, right? Like, I think I read off a teleprompter for the first time like a couple months ago. Not really my thing. But ultimately, what I ended up doing was we were trying to promote Windows 8 applications, right? This is how far back this goes. And somebody somewhere had the brilliant idea of us going and hosting developer sessions at the Microsoft store in the mall. So I would go to the mall in Pentagon City. This is obviously pre-pandemic, and basically sit there for a couple of hours because turns out not everyone that goes to the mall is there to learn how to write an app. And the foot traffic in and out of Microsoft stores at the time wasn't really ideal. I mean, they're closed now, so you take from that what you will. But no, you had to do it there. And I was arguing that really the best way to reach out to a global audience or a wider audience is through video. And I got a lot of pushback from my leadership at the time. And so there's actually one video where I was spending so much time at the mall, I was actually kind of mad about it. And you can actually, one thing that live streams or just video in general is really good at showing is authenticity, right? Or lack thereof. And you could tell I'm like, yeah, I'm at the mall. Like, you could tell I'm really mad. And what was really annoying me was this guy behind me just like doing the whole like, what's he doing? What's he doing? And I'm just like there, like, yep, I'm away from my family in the middle of the night at the mall from 6 p.m. until closing. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, come here. Like, I could tell. Like, and I think that is why that plus the pushback I got, I was just kind of like not really feeling it. And it shows. Like, if you look at those early videos, it shows. Hopefully, you can feel my energy and my passion now for AI. Particularly open source AI. I think open source AI is really the way forward. And to that end, I actually have a video where SpongeBob explains the importance of open source AI. So let me know what you think about the direction that the channel's taken of late. I'm just going by numbers. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Let me know what you think if you're not watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, where the lion's share of my audience is, let me know what you think about the direction here. And if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, please do so. I post a lot of stuff there that I don't post on LinkedIn. Most recently, I posted a couple of book reviews on different types of topics. Having some fun with that. Also having some fun with content. So really not stuff that I would want to post on LinkedIn. Or let me know if you're watching this on LinkedIn, you would love to see more of this content there. Hey, let me know. Some of these videos, LinkedIn has a limit on video uploads like that are pre-made of about 15 minutes. So some of these are, half hour long. And some of these are AI generated, particularly the book reviews. I've been having fun with that, where I just basically take a book that I've read or whatever, and or yet to read, pipe it into Notebook LM, and just see what it comes up with. And it's actually pretty cool, actually. If you've not played with Notebook LM, I highly recommend you do. If you want, let me know in the comments below, whatever platform you're watching. I will do a deep dive video into Notebook LM. And I also fed it a recent podcast episode, and that was fun to kind of see what, because I was there, I recorded it, I spoke to the Mr. Arjun Patel, really great conversation, and it was fun to kind of see what Notebook LM kind of took out of that. It is very fascinating for that, and really interesting, and see how that goes. So with that in mind, I'm going to drop off because I have a meeting showing up in just a few seconds. I also see a Skype message from Candace. Hi, Candace. I will give you a call shortly. I think it's time to play the outro. So everyone out there, have a great day. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to, hit subscribe and click the bell and all that. And let me know what you'd like to see, or if you'd like to be a guest on Data Driven, Impact Quantum, or Frank's World TV, or one of these live streams, let me know. Not that hard to find, and reach out. And with that, have a great Tuesday.